I go back up? I would like to. I have to be able to go back up. I can't. The elevator's work of art appears to be wrought from pure gold, with one of the finest examples of a clockwork lift mechanism you could imagine. For it to be hidden down here is a selfish crime. No, that just advances time, never mind. The candles burn clean and bright, reflecting what could well be pure gold patlines on the floors. Three paintings of people you do not recognize. The books appear to be written in a foreign language. Then you realize every page is filled with lurid descriptions of murders, handwritten in mirror writing. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. Okay, let's look at this map. Okay, now we're in the basement. The real basement. Very large place. Nothing really to interact with here. Can't see through these doors. But they're also not in here, which means there's a mirror in this room. Yep. Sure enough. 7 of diamonds. Machines possibly undergoing repairs. There are some schematics for what appears to be some kind of explosives. They are too technical to understand, but they nibble at the edges of your memory for some reason. Ooh. Yeah, it was probably nothing. Ooh. Above you are delicate glass tubes. Walkways? I'd assume so, since there is a man walking through them. Boone. This place is not like the rest of the mansion. This is where the Marquis keeps some of his most powerful secrets locked up tight. Behind the statue, I believe there is a door. You need to find the way to open it. If I can just talk to him, if I could just see what... I cannot stay here. Please, Boone, help me see what's behind this door. Ah, simple. We just need a big old key. Easy enough. Or, big ol' lockpick. Pipes or tubes connect to the statue. They feel like organic. They feel more organic than mechanical, like veins or arteries gone cold. Large basin filled with brackish water. Small sapling pokes up from the cracks. Cocktail goblet. How are we making drinks? Notebook. The first few pages are filled with tally marks. The sheets are dirty, the papers are too faded to read. Game didn't start feeling really weird until vein-like tubes. They are horrible to be near. The walls are patched together with old wooden beams. It feels insecure, like an old place just holding together. Didn't start feeling weird until we went outside and saw a pregnant woman rocking a cradle that seemed to have cobwebs growing on it. With a weird, like, symbol marking the front of it. This seems normal. Hey, just grab some of these cards, then we'll go play cards with the demon. Easy peasy. Something is under the sheet. There's a gentle sound of a ventilator. In, out, in, out. I click, but nothing more. Perhaps another button will begin the sequence. Click, but nothing more. So this is the first one. Got this. Okay. Nope. 1, 2. 3? Damn it. Well, we at least know what 3 is, and then it's a 50-50. Oh, wait, what? This room, you remember. Okay, actually, the fact that we got that mask is probably not just for world building and storytelling. It's probably some important information. There's also one more tutorial. The basement. The clean room. A laboratory, a hospital, a torture chamber. The room gleams with advanced technology and machines hum in the background. There is something on the slab. The outline of a person, perhaps? There's heavy breathing, as if the machines are forcing air into someone's lungs. Something is happening. God, do we have to solve a bunch of puzzles all at once? There's a person on the slab. The mask actually appears to be some kind of ventilator, forcing breath into their lungs, whether they want it or not. Creepy. Wait, there was something I could interact with along the walls. The room is sterile, cold, not even the slightest attempt at any kind of comfort here. Sexy Brutale pinball machine? It needs a ball to play. And that looks like a ball, but alright. I get it. Please don't make me actually... I don't know. It could be fun. But please don't make me actually play pinball. I'm terrible at pinball. If I was playing it by myself, it would be one thing. But the idea of having to just show how bad I am at these. So it looks like there's 3 separate puzzles to complete in order to get it going. It's brutal due to the impact of addiction. Oh, that was actually a robot. Are they all robots? A mechanized skeleton robot is on the table. Its innards are laid open. It's partway through repair or construction. Brutale, because the master thought it would be more exotic. The roulette ball, alright. Which we can use in the pinball machine. Grate in the wall, you can hear the casino faintly in the distance through the ventilator. Full house ablaze. That's the highest. Welcome to Nightcore. Alright. So I need an arm for that statue. A notice scrawled in the back. Okay. Thanos avoids the lift shaft, immolate instead. Aurum, render in the furnace. Grayson, lure, entrap, impale. Red, self-termination on electrics, manipulate affections as needed. Tequila, lethal self-laceration, then feed to spider. Willow, drowning too mundane, despair into hanging. Trinity, always hears the garrote, put her in with the spider. Clay, killed the spider. Poison him instead. Sixpence, blow his brains out. So I'm guessing this is the way. Well, they had to have used time travel for things like. Okay, and only these 4 are lit up, so it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? This changed. Oh, it's who's alive. wasn't like a puzzle. His arm is missing. Alright, so we know what we need to do. And a vague idea of how to get here. Alright. So we're gonna have to do a bit of backtracking no matter what. I'm interested in checking out the only place we didn't go, which was this upper door, I believe. Gramophone room. The enormous gramophone stands in the dark. It is from here that the announcements for the mansion sound out. But who would create such a thing? Aurum would lack the mechanics, Thanos the inspiration, Sixpence the innovation, and Tequila the drive. The record spins when you run, creating sound and fury for as long as you exert yourself. But you go nowhere. You arrive back at the beginning, older, but no wiser. So yeah, we need to go there. Okay, and this is in here. Interesting. So it looks like the other way was a kitchen of some sort. Yes, in fact it is. Copper, collections worth a small fortune, a large and very stinky couple of cheeses, and a cookbook entitled Cheese, Embrace the Stench. Dirty dishes piled high is perhaps the most comforting, homely thing seen in the mansion so far. Looks like the servants' dining, perhaps. Bells alerting the servants they are needed upstairs. An ornate dumbwaiter. There's a playing card inside. Ornate, not ornate. Series of books on the history of Japanese ghosts. Small table for cards has been set up here. Thought I'd press the button, apparently I didn't. Another playing card. Ace of diamonds. The paintings on the wall are a triptych with an inscription on the story of Ayogai? I don't know. Trying to go a little quick. 2 bottles of Chateau Margaux, 1787, excuse me. Cabinet. The cabinet is filled with 5 bottles of Mouton Rothschild 1945. Impossible. Wait, what was that? 1787. Wouldn't the 1787 be more impossible? A secret meeting room hidden deep in the mansion, just being in the room affords a sense of intrigue and power. 6 of hearts. 2 bottles of Moskalen M whiskey on display. The sheer cost. You discovered the secret passage in the basement. Ooh, where are we then? Oh, it connects up to that place. Books in the correct preparation of antivenom. Some of the pages are worryingly well thumbed. Hell yeah. Who are we? I'm guessing Lucas is the guy in the gold mask. I don't know who that is. I'm intrigued. We've wasted a lot of time. I think it might be better. Like, let's take a look. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do... The dining hall has never been used to hold a formal meal, as staff and guests alike find it deeply unsettling room to be in. A dumbwaiter connects down to the kitchen, as is usual in mansions of this size. As a somewhat macabre joke, the Marquis had the room laid out for a dumb supper, a meal for the dead, which was a reference that he was certain Willow would appreciate. She, however, found no humor in it whatsoever. when did he set that up and Willow found no humor in it? Because it had like their names associated with it. You would probably take that as a worrying sign. Alright, let's go. 3 puzzles. The arm, the pinball, and the one we solved. The button series. So, our sequence. I want to go this way first. I think. It'll work. Either way works. Oh wait, yeah, this is the way we have to go. Because this way, which is the other way, doesn't really lead to anything useful. Wait, yes it does. That leads to... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's right. I'm remembering. Oh wait, I can actually take a look to see if that remained active even though we rewound time. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, that's only marking who's left alive. It's not like a sequence thing. That was the gramophone. There's this. Got that. Is this just a huge amount of power being used in this room? Perhaps hitting on 21 was ill considered. Yeah, I'm not great at blackjack, but I will agree that hitting on... Okay, so this is still active. So we just need to solve the puzzles once. Intriguing. So this is where the second puzzle is. That's where that connects in. So I'm guessing this gives us the arm then. Fantastic. It only gave us a card. There's a girl hanging in the darkness, a man with a shotgun, a stage with spikes and more. Needs a ball to play. The puzzle in here has to be next. You dip the goblet in. Okay, so now we got something full of water. Goblet of water. A little water will help. Where else can we pour water in this? First few pages are tally marks, yep. Sheets are dirty. Do we just need to keep watering this? Is that the whole thing? Soil is now wet. Water's now wet. Fantastic. What was in this room? These are just cards. There's a card over there. I just don't know how to get to it. One of the few cards that I know where it is. Don't know how to get. Okay, so I'm guessing there's more to the other side. The only 2 items we lost. Oh, there's also a card up there. Guess that gets access later. Oh, that guy's just watching us. Hello. We can't go back upstairs, so it's not like we can remove the arm from the other one. I think we already solved this room. I think this was just it. Can we pour water on anything else? I don't know. This is just a bunch of blackjack jokes loaded into it. Damn. And this doesn't seem to be the room either. Maybe there's somewhere else we can use water? I was really thinking that pinball machine gave more than just a card. Oh, now there's 4 of them lined up watching us. Are there 52 of them, like the cards? Because they're all numbered like cards. They got their suit and then their... Huh. I wonder. Okay, yeah, this is where they fucked up the wiring for the theater. Oh, I'm so lost. We've already interacted with all these things, so if we can't use a item on it, then it doesn't much matter. Whoa, it's empty. Though even with that, we only have a few items to even use. Wait, but this connects us back. I'm an idiot. Full-blown dumbass. We connected back to the basement, you genius. We can go anywhere now. Like, we have access to the whole place again. God damn it. Rest in peace. Alright, let me think. Let's take a look at the map now. Now that we have access to so much, there's a clock. Like how many? We have 42 out of 52 of the cards. We're so damn close on that. I would like to get all of them. I have no idea how to get all the invitations. I've not seen a single one, which makes me think there's just a little bit more thought that you have to put into it, and I'm incapable of that. I don't know whose mask that is. Oh no, that's just a ghost. Never mind. Yeah. Definitely taking care of that. This, I want to go out and interact with there once more. And theoretically, see a lot more of what's going on. his mask is necessary. Like, I don't know what sort of puzzles it would really solve. Let's just restart the day. So we're gonna have to wait long enough. Oh, what if the puzzle is you have to put water at it like minute 1? And I think I figured out pretty much. I think I figured out the other puzzle. I think we just have to go take the arm off of the other one and put it. Sorry. And take the arm off of the 4th one and put it on the one downstairs. I need you guys to go. Is there any way to see what playing cards you found? No, you cannot. Damn. We're missing one key item. I wonder what it is. Like, we haven't even established who it is we're saving. Also, yeah, I think it might go a little over the 4 to 5 hour mark. Now that we're in hour 5. Alright, so once this man, because this guy leaves slower, once this man is out of the room, we can go through. I just want to go straight on through. I want to know what's going on out here. See if there's more to unlock. There's absolutely no hiding places, so I don't think we're going to get chased anywhere. It is interesting how it goes from, you know, claustrophobic to nice, peaceful, open, nature-filled to unsettling. So she just stands there and rocks. Now here's the question. Is that a cobweb or is that like a drapery? Because this might not actually be too terribly odd. Does she just stand there and rock it constantly? Looks like it. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be anything else she does. She just stands there for 12 hours, constantly rocking it. So let's head back. Straight up, actually, it'll take the same amount of time to just restart the day. Okay, so I want to go to the heaven and hell staircase. I really don't think there's anything else that I'm particularly interested in outside of that. Oh, we're just gonna walk on through, because we can make it. Almost didn't make it because I almost didn't click properly. And we're gonna have to grab that. Jesus Christ, it's gonna take a while. And this is just if I'm correct. I could be wrong about this, and then I have no idea. We're back at square goddamn one. Hello. That's right. No, we don't have to grab it off. This is a time manipulation puzzle game. Why would we have to steal it back? No, you just grab it and take it downstairs. So I do want to see what's going on up here, though, because we didn't. And there's 2 doors, one on either side. That's 1 more card. 9 left. Another mirror. Two more cards. 8, 7 left. We might be able to get all 52, and I'll play some blackjack against the demon, see what happens. I'm interested. I know you were interested. You might not be interested. You might already know. Wait, there was an opportunity to use Thanos' mask. Oh, can I not? I just don't get to use it? Ah, there you go. This room, you remember. For sure. Heaven and Hell staircase, the furnace elevator. At the center of the mansion is a glorious statue carved in the shape of a phoenix. It is one of the crowning glories of the mansion, a marvel of vision, art, and engineering. The statue was originally an enormous furnace, and it warmed the mansion before the entire heating system was redesigned and improved by Thanos. The marquee also included a secret in the statue, however, shared only with a very select few. It conceals an elevator leading down into sections of the basement, kept hidden from prying eyes. So secret, in fact, that the original safety codes to activate the elevator were changed so not even Thanos knows the true combination. I think we can just run past. We can run into here. We can probably do a little hop, skip, and a jump past them. Maybe not. Maybe. Let's go. We did it. Okay. Honestly, just take the dumbwaiter down. Go down the dumbwaiter. Oh, I wonder if... No, because we already did that. It would have been smart if that was the answer, but it wasn't. Okay. Now we have to go all the way back, and around, and down. So we have to go over here, go over here. We need to go to the library. Or not the library, the bar. Simple mistake. To the bar. You take the secret entrance downstairs. And then through this secret entrance into the hidden basement. And all the way back through here. Through here. Through here. Oh, wait until you get this one. Yep, through here. Alright, go ahead. Oh, spicing it up down here. And you know it. Through here. Oh, we didn't ever go to that hell room. Yeah, whatever. There's probably a card in there. But we have to go up there anyways to play poker with the devil. There we are. Red flower. Clay rock ridge. Red rock ridge. Aurum runes. Who is this one for, anyways? Crypt is empty. I'll never know. Okay, and now we need to run all the way back because I need to hit this. Clock. Way back here. And we'll want to restart time. Because I think this is it. I think you just have to... You have to water it and you have to wait most of the 12 hours. Grab that, pop that, pop that, pop that. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll run, we'll dump the water, we'll skip to 8 o'clock, and then we'll run back, and hopefully that'll work. It's what makes sense to me, because we have a very limited amount of things we can interact with. And I haven't seen any like fertilizer or anything anywhere. That would be kind of an odd thing to keep around the inside of a mansion and not, you know, a garden shed. And we haven't been able to explore a garden shed yet, which means options are pretty limited. Look at the map. I see. So this is the upper level. We've seen these walkways. These specifically. We go in here. Take the cocktail glass. Fill it with water. The tree's bigger now. Do we have to keep resetting time? Does that mean this place is in this like weird time paradox? Because like these today. Honestly, let's take a look over here and see if the statue stays gone. Statue stays gone? What's going on with this basement that we're not actually rewinding time down here? We're just rewinding time for the mansion up above. Honestly, we're gonna restart the day. Because I think the puzzle is not based around using the full 12 hours of the day. I think it's based around repeating the same day. Although, no, we can't use nothing on the this room, I don't even remember. There's definitely some weird stuff going on. The fact that the servants use mirrors to teleport around the mansion, I'd consider bizarre. Yeah, it's definitely bigger. Which means eventually it'll just be good. There we go, we got it. Let's go take a look. Is that Lucas? What is he done to you? No. Run. Is this... Well, this is utterly tiresome. I mean, well done, and so forth. You found my secret, etc., etc. I know it must look cruel, chaining what happens to be a madman up in a dungeon, using these mirrors to show him the guests being murdered over and over again, tormenting him until he tears of sorrow and rage. His tears of sorrow and rage fill the tank that is his prison. But it's all very necessary, you see. Yes, I can see how you look at me, but... Boone, take this, get out of here. No, I rather think not. Yes, that's better. I control every part of this world. This creature, however, is what you might consider the battery. He is my power source. The two of you are only aspects outside of my grasp. But now I think it's time to end this. Not with a bang, not with a fanfare, but with a simple snap of my... What? How dare go. Ah, the tear ring. Run, Boone. This is very much not over. Nah. The house outside had a teardrop on it. So we just gotta get back there. And that would be the third key item. So the mirrors are all connected to each other, that's all we know. But in a lot of the rooms where murders happened, there weren't mirrors. In fact, in none of the rooms where murders happened, there were mirrors. So do they also just connect to whatever the hell they want to? It's kind of odd. Also, Lucas is just a god, I guess? Who is the madman? Who is the girl who's been helping us? What? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little confused. Yes, hello, have a good day. I'm damn close to having all of your cards, my man. I don't know if I'll be able to, though, because the issue with having 52 collectibles and not having them marked is it's really hard to figure out which ones you're missing. Willow is okay. It's kind of eerie that it's all black around here. Like there's no wildlife outside of here. None of this place floods your mind. Those reacting to Marquis' signet ring. Well, damn. That's not what I expected. Kind of just being filtered. door. It seems like the heat is less intense on the other side of the room. If only we were here earlier. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Time travel. Oh, yep, that place is very on fire now. Can this next area even be on fire, really? Most of this is... I mean, there's parts of it that are wood, but most of it is like marble. Keep going. We're almost there. We're almost there. I really do just have the worst haircut. It's been driving me crazy this whole game. Lafcadio. Lafsadio? It's been such a long time. Would you talk to Lucas? Something seems to be troubling him. He always looked up to you, you know. I know he teases you dreadfully about your lifestyle. But he respects you enormously. More than anyone else I know. I believe he's always wanted to be more like you. Perhaps when he's a little older. Or more mature, I should say. Oh, you have our ring. Can I see? I remember you presenting it to us when you married us. You must take it, Lucas. Take it. Lucas will be missing it, I'm sure. Tell him I just needed a rest. This little guy is heavy. I hope he won't be mad that I'm missing the party. I know he loves the mansion, but this is all we ever really needed. This right here. This is our perfect little world. Please, tell him I will wait for him, won't you? I'll be right here whenever he's ready. That was Eleanor, the Marquis's wife. She's always here, safe in this place. You've seen some of the truth now. The mansion was on fire. We, the guests, died. Oh, was this Willow? It should have ended there. That creature in the golden mask. Somehow he brought them all back, torturing us over and over. I try to help them, try to find some peace in all this pain. He is so, so strong. But with that ring, I believe you can stop him. There's a secret place. Sixpence was so close. Okay, no. You're Sixpence's niece. Take that ring to the room where Aurum died. It will unlock the path. Eleanor left her mask for you. Take it. Oh, wow. Eleanor's Mirror Walk. Eleanor was the life and soul that connected the people and places in the Sexy Brutale. Her mask allows you to travel by stepping into mirrors placed throughout the mansion. You can now walk through any mirror in the Sexy Brutale. The movements of all staffs and guests have also been revealed to you on the map. She always tried so hard to see the best in people. But it's what you see that will matter. Now look into the mirror. My hair's dark. I have never seen inside that place, you know. I'm not sure whether to rage impotently or just be quietly glad. Anyway, I've watched you live Sadio. Your arrival was somewhat unexpected. All these years you've done your dutiful loop, dying along with sixpence in the chapel. Then all of a sudden, one day you're running around ruining everything. It took me a little while to figure it out. But then, of course, I knew the bloodied creature had to be involved. I'm sure she has spun all the tales about me and what's happening here. I'm sure they have left out some rather important information. I will be utterly candid with you now, Boone. I could end this right now. I could end you. I have the power. Perhaps she's right, and I am a monster, but we might all be monsters here. I want you to see, to understand. Come with me. Now the first question is, am I really a murderer? And to that, the answer is most assuredly yes. You see this man here, dear Reginald? I killed him, stone dead. It wasn't my finger that pulled the trigger, but it was my command. Family as well, you know? Sixpence is frozen perfectly in time. His face shows disbelief and agony. Staff member looks grimly dispassionate. He is doing his job without malice or pleasure. Oh, can't activate that. Probably can another time. And in fact, might lead to something useful. Ah, the heart of the casino. Our dear friend Clay. In this scenario, I had him die from a shot of venom from the same spider which would go on to devour his precious wife. He did like a drink, Clay, but never when he was working, you know. There is almost a sense of sadness in the lifeless, mechanical eyes of Sixpence's prototype robot. The poison has burned the flesh around Clay's mouth down to the bone. It was a horrific way to die. So fitting. She was so beautiful. Trinity, the moth by moonlight. It was what Clay called her. She loved that name. A moth. So I thought it very fitting for her to be eaten by my giant spider. I never had one, you know. I'm sure nothing could possibly grow that big, but by gods I wish they did. I would have kept it in a room just like this one. So this isn't real, then. What? Tequila's body is covered in deep cuts. A creature from a nightmare. You cannot imagine the terror she must have felt, bound in thread and waiting for the end. This one was rather fantastical. When we found the fish, I did so want to believe the stories. A voodoo fish? I rather suspect it was just a guppy, but with some particularly bright colors. The man who sold it to me must have thought I was the most gullible person under the sun. But I wasn't paying for the fish, I was paying for the story. Eleanor called me a fool, but she did love to watch him in this tank. Best fortune I ever spent. I'd like to say the Willow would never have hanged herself. But then a long time ago I stopped even trying to pretend I could understand what another person might do. At one point you thought this creature held the answers, but he is just a fiction, a boogeyman. Willow's face is contorted in agony. Miss Tequila Bell, what a voice. She was a living work of art. I murdered her with the notes of a song, and then had my staff throw her body down a garbage chute. The staff member appears to be taking a certain amount of pride in the carnage she has created. Tequila, bleeding to death from deep lacerations all across her body. Oh, I forgot to interact with that one, god damn it! Grayson? Red? Really wasn't a party until those two got here. Grayson really is such a complete scoundrel, but my god, he's fun. Or he was, at least. Red really would have done anything for him. I'm almost certain that it would be so much more painful if Grayson had gone second and Red had to watch him die first. Yes, perhaps I'll change this one. Oh, I didn't interact with either. Goddamn, I'm getting sloppy. Aurum. I smelted him down in a furnace, like a big gold bar. My mansion had many strange and wonderful creations, but a lift that doubled as an incinerator, that would have been something. I like to think that if Aurum were able to choose how he went, then perhaps he would have chosen something like this. Thrown away. He almost did. There's a small hope that his heart gave out before he burned to death. Fire blast from the furnace. Thanos, what a mind to waste. It wasn't just this mansion that he built, you know? There are similar works of architectural genius all over the country. He was a grouchy and often tiresome old man, but that mind was like a cracked diamond. At least his works will live on. Well, Boone, you have heard my confession. And I said, I am a murderer. This is not a brag or a boast. I am not good or clever for it. I am sinful and gross. I have killed everyone in this mansion. There's one person who didn't die. Dennis's body is charred to a crisp. The furnace cooked him through. This beautiful golden elevator is the connection between the horrors upstairs and the madness down here. One man who survived the events of the day here, who woke up in a broken body with a broken mind. They put a mask on his face and a machine forced him to breathe until he was fit to stand. Is this Lucas? If what this man, the man in the gold mask says is true, then the mask is a breathing aid? Who are the staff here? A man who served his time, but time that could never be enough. What? Whoever was in this cell, they must have been here for years upon years for a tree to grow this large. A man who lived when all the others did not. I would like you to meet that man, Boone. I would like you to meet him, and then decide if this day should end. Crypt marked Lucas. It is empty. The crypt is marked Eleanor. You know somehow that the grave is real. She is here. Oh, and the clock is set to right before it turns. I don't know if it's been that way the entire time. The answer will be behind these doors. Come and find me there. She and I will be waiting for you. All right, let's finish this up, shall we? I still don't know quite how to access this area. I don't know if there were any mirrors. Are the mirrors even marked? They are now marked, or always have been. It's that little symbol. Nothing too noticeable even. Right upstairs. There's one place that I still haven't been that I'm interested in going. This one. Maybe I have been here. A Bible, it is open to Revelations 21:8. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, the murderers, their time will be forever in the lake of blood that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the death eternal. A card slips from between the pages. Skeletal images mesmerizing, haunting. You cannot get it out of your head. I honestly, if I knew where the other cards were, then it would be one thing. But those last 6 cards, I have no idea. And there's not like an easy way to use a guide to look it up, so this is where it ends. There's a glowing heart on the door, wrapped in blue flame. The door will not move. The door is reacting to the Marquis's signet ring. The blue flames die down. No, wait, hold on. Wait, no, I accidentally entered. Actually, let me back out of here. Because I'm curious. I believe there's a mirror in this room. Yeah, there is. And just to make sure, this has been taken. What if they're all through the blue flame doors? Alright. Oh, these just connect randomly. Or do they all oh, they're just tied together. This is this area, okay. I know where one is. I don't know how to access it, but I know where one is. Oh, do these connect to everywhere? Alright, only 5 left. So this is the network that connects them all. Four left. This is in the casino, yes. I still don't know where so many of them are. This is the only reason why I'm like, no. I still don't know where 3 of them are. I only know where one more is. They could be anywhere. They could be hidden behind small puzzles that I don't even know are puzzles. They could be hidden behind anything. So unless they are here, they might be here. There's no being here. Oh, we're so close. Like, process. 49 out of 52. There are 3 left. I know where one is, just not how to access it. Ah. No, I know where we are now. I'd say it's unlikely that it's here, since I've already searched this entire place. I don't think there's anywhere left on the map unexplored. Oh, right there? No. I mean, probably. God knows how you access it. I'm gonna rewind time because I should be able to crack. They specified that my ability, my lockpicking ability, should crack safes. There's. Fuck off. God damn it. Erg. There's only one safe that I can think to crack. I forgot to set the actual waypoint like an idiot. Whatever. Upstairs. And up. And through. And up. Oh, let's be crazy about this. Set that as my lock. My respawn point, whatever. Oh, are you already in here? You're already in here. Let's see if I have the ability to get in there first if I just book it. That's the first thing I do. Go in. There we go. This is the only lock in the game. If this doesn't give me something good... Does it say invitation? More vodka with 2 very heavy brass candlesticks. Just a faint smell of wine. So we talk last. It's been a long road for you. All to come back here. Take this, and I'll play on. He was close all along, you know. Master Sixpence, that is. Just got a little mixed up. This place does that to you. I'm literally only missing 1 card. I mean, okay. Pure honesty. I am missing 2 cards. But one of them I know where it is. The other one I do not. Which makes it just a cruel joke. Oh, no, it's too late. You already grabbed the gun. Have I ever found them in the paintings? I think that's the only thing that I haven't interacted with every single one of them. I don't know. Maybe I missed a fish. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why I must correct you, sir. I know exactly what is going to happen. What will happen is that I'm going to shoot you messily in the chest. And now the bastard is trying to get in the stand of the stonework. Plus side, the gun still works. No, Miss Anna, put it away, you're lucky, sir. Plan B was just going to be beating you to death with a candlestick. Which would have been exhausting for the both of us, so everyone wins, really. There was a different conversation last time we were there. There's something in his jacket pocket. Invitation. So we were supposed to interact with everybody, god damn it. Everybody's body, at least. I want to get the invitations from them. Who are you? My room was one of the 2 rooms that Eleanor planned to paint, a heaven room and a hell room, based on her love of some of the mansions she visited when she was younger. However, while creating the demonic artwork that covered every inch of the hell room, she was overcome with a great sense of dread and unease. The hell room was later wallpapered over, leaving only one image uncovered. She called it the Golden Skull, the skeleton of a young child with beautiful golden hair. The heaven room was never started, but lies 2 rooms to the west. Wait, but how do I finish this game? Excuse me, one of these guys lived? Does that mean I have to... Maybe I'm just dumb. Well, let's see if saving him fixes anything. So those would give us, all the different invitations would give us little... I mean, we just have to wait for him to do his thing. So that was Grayson's chest. Wait, how would we get... Like, there's a couple that I don't know. How would we possibly get them? Locks an invitation and chest hilarious. Like, Willow. I don't know how we would get Willows. Oh, is this just gonna tell us we don't need to save the people again? There's more to the chapel than I knew. I should have guessed. Look for where you can use your powers. See through the facade to the truth behind. Okay. I was getting distracted in the wrong area then. Oh, what is it then? Tell me your secrets. Also, is there a whole nother chapter to this game? This? Like, it feels like we're pretty much at the end, but are we not? How much more is there? Like, it's been a while since we saved Thanos and Orem. Oh, fucking duh. Well, found it, Boone. Please come join me. So that means the guy in the gold mask isn't Lucas. Is the guy who's locked up Lucas then? Who's the guy in the gold mask? Who's the guy in the tank? Why is Sixpence's niece there? So many questions. Why is she a blood ghost? I cannot control you. I cannot make you part of my world. Not truly. But perhaps once you see, you will decide for yourself whether or not this world is the right one for us. This is Lucas Bonds, the Marquis of the Sexy Brutale. Lucas. My Lucas. I brought us all here to judge this man, or rather, to sentence him. His guilt is not in question. You don't understand, please. He's a good man. We shall see. Boone, watch carefully. There's time. Still plenty of time. It's Sixpence's calculations, after all. The explosives are all primed. Everything will go off at once at midnight. A garden full of my guests, safely outside by then, and a garden full of witnesses to clear me of any wrongdoing. It's risky. But the insurance, it's a new life for Eleanor and I. Something a little less extravagant this time. Lucas. My Lucas. Please, he's a good man. Heavy. Sixpence, I'm afraid I rather lack your finesse. I don't want to see this. You'd be very disappointed, old chap. You'd have done a much neater and smaller job. Oh, where am I? I think I must have left them in the other room. Yes, you turn your face away. How easy for you. How easy to look the other way. I am the one who has to keep everything together. Is it perfect? No. But this is what is right. The closest to right he deserves. Please, he's a good man. My beautiful mansion. I will miss you so dearly. But you were also a gamble, and not one that is paid off. This house is not always winning. You are a luxury I can no longer afford. It's time to cash in the check. What was that? Oh my god, no. Fire. The theater, but how? The casino, no. No, no, no. The timer. Did I do something wrong? No, how can this be happening? I have to get out. Ellie! Ellie! No. No. Oh god, what have I done? He survived that fall. A little bruised, somewhat broken, but he lived. And there you have it, Boone. This man set a fire in his own mansion for nothing more than the insurance. The guests in the mansion, they and truly died of giant spiders or demon fish or crushing cages. They died in the fire that this man set. I have kept this mansion running, embellished the deaths, added some flair, but this is the man truly responsible for the deaths in this mansion. This isn't everything. You don't know. It is more than enough. We will wait, Boone. If you can figure out, if you wish to save this man, go ahead. I will not stop you. Alright. Please, he's a good man. He did this, Boone. Is ours, Boone, our home. There's time, still plenty of time. It's Sixpence's calculations, after all. Explosives are all primed. Everything will go off at once. A garden full of my guests, safely outside by then. A garden full of witnesses to clear me of wrongdoing. It's risky. The insurance is a new life for Eleanor and I. Something a little less extravagant this time. Yeah, this is all the same. Like, what happens if I get caught by this? Oh, you can also outrun this super easily. I've never seen what happens. Whatever. I think it'd be better to have a game where we just don't die. Alright. If you stop him, then what? What do we have left? Think. Alright, what's going on down here now? A violin for practice? Looks like sixpences. God damn it. Heavy. No more. No more. Done all I can. I have nothing more I can give. What kind of life is this, please? There has to be something more. We gain nothing from this, nothing. She would destroy all that we have left. This mansion is gone, but I have made it whole again. You burned them all, everyone. How dare he forget ever? Even for a moment, how dare she? Yes, torment. Yes, suffering. That is the price we pay. That I pay. This is ours, Boone. Our home. Who are you? Man in the golden man. I must have left them in the other room. 6 handiwork, an enormous clock looming over the mansion is impeccable. Bible, inscription is from Sadia. My Lucas. Okay, but now that we've associated ourselves with that clock, restart the time of day, and we should be wherever that clock was. Which we are. Orm's wire cutters. Alright, this wire is cut. Who? Wait, this isn't right. The timer. I made a mistake. This would have gone off early, my god. Boom. Oh. I have no control of this. I think we can forgo having the masks chase you, Boone. There's no need for that anymore. Not here. Lafsadio, what are you doing here? Please, you have to leave. This I can explain, or rather I don't imagine I need to. I'm so sorry, my old friend. I should have told you. But you can be rather proper now. I'm going to burn this place down. You know I love this place. It's everything. But I love her more. We have a child on the way, you know. In this mansion, the costs, the sheer drain of it. I'm not the young, reckless gambler I used to be, Laffy. Thought you'd be proud. I've locked those demons up tight. No more chasing the high stakes for me. Although I will admit that this plan was somewhat thrilling. But I timed it so that everything will detonate once everyone is safely outside. There's one of these devices in every fireplace, and the fireplaces are all connected. But no one will be hurt. But then it's the darnest thing. This wire here was cut. I've just noticed a rather terrible mistake. I think if it hadn't been cut, then everything would have gone off early. Can't imagine what would have happened. You see? He never meant it. He never meant to hurt anyone. Please stop this torture. Eleanor? Is that you? did not intend, but he acted, and they died. They all died. He killed them, Boone. He killed everyone he ever cared about. His friends, his own wife, his unborn child. We don't deserve to be forgiven. They don't deserve to be forgotten. Don't you see, Boone? This is how I keep them alive. This party, this day, this party, this day. I think I clicked twice. I don't think I just didn't click. I keep that agony fresh. I see their faces. I remember them. She would have us forgive ourselves. She would let us go. She would have you live. But I'm not ready. I'll never be ready. Please, Boone. Boone. Everything you see in this mansion, it's from the memory of a broken man, reliving the nightmare of the night he murdered everyone dear to him. One terrible act that he has wished he could take back, every second that he has lived since. There is only one man responsible for everything happening in this mansion. Lucas. Lucas. And Lucas. Look how old you have gotten, my love. It's time. We must go see him. It has also been pointed out that we were with them before? Like, we were dying in the chapel, the cathedral. Everybody knows Lafsadio. Why do they know a Lafsadio if it's all been Lucas? It's been more than 40 years, Lucas. You've punished yourself long enough. You almost died when you fell. Then it's been like you stayed alive, just to make sure you suffered. You were hospitalized and you're dead. And you went to prison. But it still wasn't enough. You've suffered and missed every day. Missed us every day. We aren't here to forgive you, Lucas. You will never have that. We are gone and we cannot say the words. We cannot ever know if we would say those words. But as much as you have hated yourself, you have always known one thing. In your heart of hearts, you know that I would not have wanted you to suffer forever. One day, enough would be enough. Today can be that day, Lucas, if you want. If you are ready. You don't have to forget. You only have to forgive yourself just enough to live. His very appearance is painful for me to look at, just as my appearance is painful for you. He is the king of this mansion. He is perhaps the purest glimpse into your soul, my love. Frail, ragged, alone, but beyond powerful. Enough rage and pain and grief to destroy and rebuild this mansion 100,000 times over. Trapped down here, watching his friends murdered over and over through these mirrors. He is king of this mansion, but a puppet king. It is time to release him from this torment. Take your mask, Lucas. It will return every aspect of yourself. Then let us go. Let us all go. Doesn't mean you forget. I love you. There's one other option. Walk away. Use the watch. Turn back time. Let the party start again. We will all be here. Your friends will be here. Your mansion, your memories. You don't have to let them go. It is your choice. Do you want to restart the day? No. This place is yours, Lucas. It is horrible and broken and twisted. You don't have to be a prisoner here. I loved you. I loved you so much, and you loved me. I know you are sorry. I know it's not enough, but it is done. Let some of the pain go. Live your life. Goodbye, my love. That makes the Luffy mask make sense, because it's the white mask with the bloody handprint on it. It was feeling the guilt over the murder of all of his friends. Goodbye, my love. Whatever I am, I'm always here. Visit if you want, but don't stay too long. It's time to make new memories. Time to live the life you still have. Time to move on, old man. And that was the Sexy Brutale. Just a fantastic game. I'm glad we had a chance to play it. It's too bad Deus Ex didn't work out. I'll probably mess around with it, see if I can get it recording for another day. But this was definitely a good alternative. Ended up taking us a little over, well, actually probably right about 6 hours, with a little bit of technical difficulties we had in the beginning. Makes it a nice short run. Only really got caught up in one puzzle because we were overthinking it, which is what happens with every puzzle. And that's the sort of thing where if I had reached it without being on stream, I would have taken a step away and then come back to it and maybe figured something else out, like the actual solution. But I don't have that luxury of just stepping away for a day, so hopefully you'll forgive me. But that, just a fantastic piece of work. 50 out of 52. I might go back in. I'll probably go back. I might go back in and finish it up. Clean up the last couple of things. But that'll be it. So thank you all for joining, and have a wonderful rest of your day.